Hey, catch up, no mustard. How's it going, y'all?
Hey, what's good, baby?
Hey, it's Sean and Adam.
We here, man. You know, it's Thursday, our usual day to come in here and give you that catch up.
Yeah, we always hit this shit up way too late, but it seems to work out all right.
I mean, yeah, fuck it. We got day jobs and shit. We ain't got time to be podcasting like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I ain't got no time. First off, shout out to Houston. We're praying for y'all. Fucking terrible things happen, but just keep your heads up, man. We'll try to send some money your way. If you have money, try to donate a little bit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Support for Houston, man. Prayers and everything. Send some dollars down there, you know. Just you know, hoping that we can help you all out in any way possible. And hey, I'm somebody who can empathize with you and sympathize with some of you as well. I have family who is from New Orleans, so I remember when Katrina hit, not speaking to my dad for 3 weeks, not knowing what was going on. Like it's pretty sad. So hey, I'm here with you.
Hey, but to flip the script, change gears a little bit, something a little happier. But what we got on tap?
Well, you know we got to talk about the fight recap. I mean, we did the fight preview, so now we got to recap the fight.
All right, man. What'd you see in the ring?
What did I see in the ring? Yeah. I saw art.
Art.
I saw entertainment art at its finest.
Poetry.
It was poetic justice. You know, Floyd comes in. He says he's going to be more aggressive, right?
Yeah.
First 3 rounds, he doesn't throw like 20 punches combined.
He just dipped.
But he got Conor going. But he wasn't his normal defensive self.
He got caught with some shots.
He got caught.
Like tiny, like poke kind of stuff.
And the one uppercut, but he ate that shit like it was a fucking piece of toast or something.
Yeah, man.
And then as Conor started wearing down, we saw Floyd stepping up and moving forward and just tearing his ass up.
Yeah, a lot of people this week on I don't know, talk radio, all these like back and forth sports shows are like jumped off of the Conor's gonna get destroyed to like on his side almost. Everyone gave him respect this week, which I thought was kind of funny. Like not to say that Floyd's a chump now, but like how many years has it been since his last competitive fight? 2?
Yeah, 2 years.
And
he's 40.
And we saw him slow down before he even stopped fighting in the first place. I feel like, yeah, Conor didn't get the shit kicked out of him, but at the same time, I think he put him in the ring against Canelo and what's the other dude?
Triple G?
No, what's his dude who's in Creed, who knocks Creed the fuck out.
I didn't see that movie. No.
Okay. Either way, I think there's a lot of boxers in their prime who would do what everyone thought Floyd was going to do to Conor.
Exactly, and my thing is, we didn't give Conor a chance. We said Conor wouldn't hit Floyd.
Yeah.
But Floyd didn't fight his normal weight. It wasn't like he was shoulder shrugging, defensive fighting, counter punching. Yeah. He was offensive, and by being offensive, you run the risk of getting hit more. Which should speak more to Conor and let you know his ass don't hit as hard as we thought he did.
Well, I feel like he had to change his style a little bit because I feel like he was trying to eliminate the threat of that counter punch because what Floyd's so good is he dip in the first and give him the like
overhand right.
Exactly. So I feel like Conor was not putting his whole body into it because I feel like he felt like if he missed, he was cooked.
Yeah, but his ass got tired and started getting his face tagged. Just round 10? I called TKO in 8, right?
Did you?
Yeah, I said TKO in 8, but I said, you know what, it's okay. He went for the win and got the TKO in 10.
Yeah.
And in round 10, Floyd was just tagging him. Like, Conor couldn't put his guard up. He couldn't move. He was like, you should let me hit the ground. You should let me hit the ground. No, bro, you was done.
I saw some shit this week. There's like a cartoon of like little McGregor, and the caption is "Where the fuck is Mayweather?" And I'm just like, I can't get over it, man. I love the dude's accent. But I think it's crazy how you saw it early in the fight. He's like putting his hands up, McGregor, like to try to like kind of either fuck with Mayweather or just like play with him. And it's like, dude, you realize that holding your arms up and doing all this shit for so many rounds, they're gonna weigh down. And by the end of the fight, he couldn't even hold his arms up.
He couldn't, but he was like, let him knock me out. No, bro, you done. We're saving you.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, Conor can't fight. He can't participate in contact sports for 2 months, and that came down from the Nevada Boxing Commission or whoever the fuck is over the fight. So like that really tells you how bad he got beat up.
Yeah,
like,
it was low key, definitely low key, but certainly.
But he got his ass whooped. So
I get props real quick. I get props to that ref. Is it hammer punch? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, the hammer punches. Yeah.
He kept he brought out some UFC tools out of the box, and the ref did a good job of not like overreacting and just kind of breaking it up quickly and not. Because obviously you can't stop the fight because of how much money's been put on it. But like Conor, you can tell it's his first boxing match.
Yeah, but you know what also was funny? Floyd would bait him into a lot of that UFC stuff, how he would just turn his back.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, in UFC, we still fighting, but in boxing, it's like, eh. But one thing that got me was the reaction. Mm-hmm. Like, the reaction after the fight.
The love that everyone showed McGregor?
Conor was too goddamn happy after he got his ass whooped. I don't know if he was cussed or he was dazed, but he was just... I mean, I know he made over $100 million, but he was just too damn happy after he just lost the fight.
He proved everyone wrong in the fact that he lasted longer. He got more hits than anyone thought he was going to. But
that's inflated because Floyd was aggressive.
Yeah, Floyd played the long game, and as we said before, not that he's washed up, but he's not the same Floyd.
No, he's not the same Floyd. He's 40. Dun-dun-dun.
Shut up, ESPN.
They probably ain't talking about it. Well, no, they might be talking about something. It is ESPN.
It was Ezekiel Elliott, whatever. We'll let him do what he wants to do.
I'm actually curious to see what's going on with Ezekiel Elliott, but damn, that was like a perfect segue. Even though we're not going to talk about the Cowboys today.
No, hell no.
Hey, don't disrespect the boys. Did you see Conor's Instagram post?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. I just heard about it. I just heard about it, and he was just pretty much like making all these excuses. How he's a tough guy. You know, he's from Ireland. You know, he got me good. He got me Jameson and me potatoes. And, you know,
what a focus Mayweather.
What a fucking in your ass, bitch. You know what I'm saying? He got that money sign right on your motherfucking nose, Conor. That's what a fuck Mayweather is at. Yeah. He's too small.
He traded 5-10 years of his life for $30 million, which it's a fine deal. Whatever.
Yeah. Next topic, huh?
Rolling along.
So, you want me to stop it now? All right, bet. So, did you listen to Katie on Bill Simmons?
I listened to about half of it, but I've also heard every single other one they've done.
So, I'm late to the Bill Simmons game, right? Like,
how so?
I just used to not be a podcast guy, and when Bill Simmons left ESPN, I was like in a weird transition in my life of like moving around a lot.
Yeah.
So like keeping up with sports like wasn't on my radar because low key I stopped following sports closely for like a solid year and a half.
His before he left ESPN, he had an NBA countdown thing with Jalen Rose, where him and Jalen would preview all the teams before the season started in the NBA, and they're on, it's basically them in the studio. It's a podcast, but they're on video also. There's these cool animations and everything, and it was great, man. Those two are the best.
I like those two together, and
HBO has to.
I would love to see them get back together. Really, what I would love to see, I like to see Fox get them together. And I only say that because
as the DJ Khaled of sports entertainment,
that's what Fox is becoming. Like they're bringing together all the best talent, but they're giving them way more creative license than ESPN would ever give anybody.
Yeah, they're letting them kind of go rogue.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like that's what Fox is compared to ESPN. ESPN is the high production value. You heard it here first. Worldwide leader. Fox is like we'll let them say whatever the fuck they want, and
we're gonna respond to it, and that's what people actually care about. Like
we're not censoring nobody.
The thing is, like, if I get sports news on Saturday from ESPN, I'm pissed off because I have to wait until Monday to hear everybody respond to it. Because Stephen A. is the only person who's coming in like on the weekend to talk about something important.
Can't stand that dude.
Shout out to his work ethic. But it's funny we talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Because I think Charles Barkley really has shown like going rogue and saying things like all crazy works in sports.
But rotating back though, talking about Barkley, there was a point in that KD podcast where
Sean, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but the reason why we do this podcast together is because I was using that to segue into KD talking about Barkley.
I see where you're going.
But we were on the same page.
Yeah, man.
We got some chemistry here. We got some pretty good chemistry here.
Yeah, I think the fact we were just trying to make the same segue, that's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah, we're progressing.
We just can't look at each other in the eyes, though.
Now I don't want to, man.
You know what? We're good for a slick gay joke every podcast. I swear to God. Every time I go back and listen to it, I hear one.
Hey, if you're not comfortable with gay jokes, you might be gay.
And if you are, that's okay. We don't have any problems with people who are gay.
Not at all. Just take a joke. It's all good.
Yeah. But anyways, Bill Simmons low-key compared KD to Chuck because KD is like, he's really in the last 2 years, mainly the last year since he going to Golden State, he's become less brand conscious and more like, yo, I'm KD. I can say what the fuck I want because I'm that good.
Yeah, I also like, I don't know if this has happened in the last, specifically a couple of years, but I feel like athletes now curse and they don't care anymore. I feel like athletes not cursing was a big like thing that was upheld, and recently
some David Stern bullshit.
Yeah, but recently no one gives a shit.
No, like what Skip Bayless was beating up on LeBron for like cursing in after the Pelicans game when they lost when he said like we're fucking top heavy.
Yeah,
I'm tired of I think it's a society. I have a list, so society is a hard word for me to say. But I think it's a big picture issue because people like, I was raised not to curse, right? Mm-hmm. Because you shouldn't curse. Everybody I know curses. Like my mother curses. Like she doesn't curse like I do.
Yeah.
But she curses.
It's funny. I was at one of my little brothers. Hope you're doing well, bro. Shout out to the little man.
Shout out to the homie.
Not so little no more, but so I was in one of these little league games, and my grandpa, just like an old dude who's like kind of done giving a shit, essentially.
Like Jerry Jones.
Yeah. All right. So I'm sitting there, and my pop-out goes I go, man, that's a shit call, ref, and like I'm like, my bad, and my pop-out just goes, words. Like it's that's really what it is, man. They're just words. We assign the meaning. Just go ahead.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I got a dirty ass mouth.
Yeah.
That's because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I said fuck. That's a curse word. So what? Like, for you religious types, right? The Bible talks about like using language that's offensive to people.
But that language wasn't even invented back then.
Exactly. So it's not the word fuck that's offensive, because me and you can sit here and say, hey, motherfucker this, bitch that, son of a bitch, goddamn, fuck him, fucking cunt bastard. We can use all those words, right?
Cunt bastard.
You and I can use those words with each other and not give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
But there is a word that is not one of those 4-letter words that we shouldn't say. That I can say, he can be like, yo, Adam, bruh, really, dog? And now I'm using offensive language.
Mm.
So, I'm not a moralist.
I mean, I'm a lyricist, so
I'm a contrarian, but I'm not a moralist.
Everything's on the table.
And I'm a comedian, so I can say anything. As long as it's funny, right?
Hell yeah. So just kind of wrapping that up, I just think if you haven't listened to the KD Bill Simmons podcast, was there 4 of them now? There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them.
And they're all wonderful because of how much you can tell that not only is Kevin completely comfortable in his own skin at this point,
but he's candid.
He's candid. He'll say what's on his mind in a very succinct, intelligent way. Like, dude is smart as shit.
Yeah, like he had, like, don't get me wrong, there's some brand consciousness in it.
Yeah, totally.
But at the same time, like when he was telling the story about Avery Bradley dunking on him, because one of the questions was name like the worst you got dunked on.
Yeah.
And he tells the story, and he forgets he's on Bill Simmons, right? Because he's talking about KG and Paul Pierce talking shit. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, they was like, fuck that nigga, dunk. Yo, fuck him, dunk on him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you just dropped the N-word. You're comfortable. Like, this is what we want from our athletes, dog. We want more of this. LeBron, be more like KD in the sense that we get access to you and we get the real, genuine you.
And we feel like you're being real, because I feel like a lot of times LeBron's showing out. He's showing out a little bit, like, kind of, I don't know, when you Snapchat everything you do, it's kind of what the feeling I get in the first place, you know? Like, I'm doing this, like, but I don't usually do this if the camera wasn't on type shit.
Hey, so, you know what? That's crazy. You bring up LeBron and his camera thing, right? So we can segue into another topic, because, you know, that's what the hell we do. We catch up, right?
We're getting good at this.
We are. Like, we have our topic list, but then we still find other topics that we can talk about. So, did you hear about Mike Wilbon's comments on LeBron?
God love Wilbon, but no, I have not.
Long story short, Wilbon talked about how LeBron is doing too much on social media and how pretty much he needs to shut up because Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, and he said like some other great person didn't
not
put
the
everything
old
on
guy,
social
get off
media.
my lawn, come on, Wilbon, you're better than that.
Exactly, like don't say Michael Jordan wasn't on social media. He didn't have social media.
He wasn't even on AOL dial-up.
Right, and he was like, LeBron's trying to show us how great he's going to be. He said he's going to come back greater this year. He's going to do this. He's going to do that.
He can be annoying, but he's allowed to be annoying.
He's LeBron. Michael Jordan was allowed to be an asshole. Michael Jordan is still allowed to be a terrible person. Like, I've heard stories of MJ going to private golf clubs, getting pissed off because he didn't meet their dress code requirements, and then leaving cigars all over their golf course.
Dude, I want to spend a day walking around with a camera next to him at Oakley, like when they go out on the town, and I feel like that would just be the greatest.
You know what? I'd rather go out to Biloxi, Mississippi.
All right.
You know, it's a gambling town. It's not a big town. You know what? Not Biloxi. We'll go New Orleans. I don't want to do Vegas. I say New Orleans.
All right.
A party town with casinos.
All right.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone.
Oh yes, the mailman in the round mound.
I think that would be the two top 5 power forwards of all time. I think that would be the greatest night I've had in my life.
I mean, anything with Barkley, man. I feel like him and Shaq would be fun. Anyone on that TNT set.
Chuck, we don't want these problems, Chuck.
Give the ball to the big man down low. Watch him dominate.
Barbecue chicken. If you're not getting 28 and 15, you're not a center. Trust me. I know. I'm Shaq.
Put that on a t-shirt. Underdog.
Put it on a t-shirt. We really got to put the ketchup, the splat on a t-shirt, dog.
Oh yeah, man. Like the little like Nickelodeon, but red.
Yeah. And that's not even hard or expensive.
Might cost like $5.
$5. And then
Yeah,
like
man.
$5.
Oh man, you can put the shit on a t-shirt for cheap as shit now.
Yeah, I know. But we were saying, so like old people need to stop getting pissed off at LeBron for doing his social media thing.
Yeah.
All he's doing is brand building.
Yeah.
It's the off season. He's working out.
He's preparing for his post NBA life.
Exactly. Like Melo's out here in a goddamn hoodie indoors with the hood on, and we ain't saying shit. But we mad at LeBron for
that's cool. We give him a leeway because that's a cool ass thing to do. LeBron gets shit because it's cool. A lot of shit's kind of corny.
It is, but we give Melo a pass because he's a loser.
Yeah, we do.
LeBron's a winner,
we
but
hold
he's lost
to a lower standard.
Exactly. We say, LeBron, you're supposed to be the greatest, but you just lost the finals. Why are you posting a video the day of the Warriors parade? To take away from their parade.
Shout out to Dame Dollar up in Oakland, or I guess he's in Portland.
He's from Oakland, though.
Yeah. Shout out to him because that dude is I feel like next to Durant, he's the realest dude. He said something along the lines of, even if someone passes Jordan, won't nobody admit it, bro. That
was some of the realest shit because he been saying what I've been saying for years. Everybody love Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that, Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that. What athletes did Michael Jordan play against? He played against the bad boys. They had slow feet and they hacked. That's not skill.
We just gotta start. I mean, we say this every time. We got harp on this, but take each generation separately for the most part.
For the most part, and then
it's a different game now.
And if you want to compare people's like skill sets and their abilities,
contextualize it.
Please. But let us say you can say that MJ is the greatest because best and greatest are two different things.
Yeah.
If you would say MJ is the greatest ever, I would not call you a dumbass. I may argue with you, but I won't call you a dumbass.
All right, so personally, greatest is accomplishment based.
Exactly.
Best is skill based.
Exactly.
Is that what we're going?
Yes. And LeBron has a better skill set than Michael Jordan. Why?
Bigger, faster, stronger.
Bigger, faster, stronger, better shooter.
More unselfish.
I
mean, they're both pretty damn durable.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan didn't have the one injury. He broke his leg. He missed 8 seasons.
Foot, but yeah.
Foot, whatever. LeBron hasn't missed any game for real injury. But LeBron also came 20 years later. MJ got drafted in 84. LeBron got drafted in 03.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you better be fucking better because you have more nutrition.
Yeah.
What's that nerd shit that they're doing down there in Houston? analytics.
Yes,
like there's so much more things that go into basketball now that didn't go to basketball in the 80s and the 90s. So LeBron should be better.
Yeah, no hand checking. Floor's more wide open. I mean, we can make all the arguments, but like different game, clearly a better athlete. Accomplishment wise, he may never pass MJ, but
no, he won't. And the thing is, basketball wasn't as big or global when MJ played because MJ came in as Larry Bird and Magic were building the league back up.
Yeah, dude. A lot of the we were watching that ESPN documentary on Bird Magic, and a lot of the games were like tape delayed. Can you imagine the NBA Finals being like, all right, it played 2 days ago, but now it's on tonight at 11 p.m. West Coast time? Like,
yeah, fuck that. I'm on Twitter. Woj gave me everything.
Yeah, you imagine how cheap tickets would be.
Exactly. So it's kind of crazy, but you know what? You know the worst part of all of this, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
It is what? August 31st. It's September 1st on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And we're still talking basketball. Shout out to not David Stern. Fuck him and his dress code.
Voldemort.
Hey, you know what? Before I segue.
Yeah.
Every episode I will say fuck somebody.
Yeah.
So fuck David Stern this episode.
Shout out to Danny Ainge.
Yeah, fuck him too. And fuck that player he just finalized and picked up, Kyrie. Fuck that motherfucker. But anyways.
Hey, I'm watching them on League Pass all year, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna watch them. They gonna look good to the Eastern Conference Finals when LeBron stick his foot in their ass. But anyways, we've been talking basketball all summer. Just like, Sean, we gotta do the football preview.
Yeah.
Ohio State just got done playing.
Yeah.
And they were down at halftime, but ended up getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, came back on fire.
But we gotta talk some football.
Hell yeah, bro.
Matthew, Go Dogs, Sick'em Stafford.
Clayton Kershaw's childhood friend.
Really?
Yeah, they were on the same Little League team, grew up together.
That's cute. I bet Matt Stafford can throw a fastball faster than Clayton can.
Maybe that dude definitely can. So you made the point to me a couple days ago that contract was ridiculous. I think that with quarterbacks especially, you look at it might have been 2 years ago that Drew Brees was the highest paid by a really large margin, and with guaranteed money he still might. But I guess he's not. But now, what is he? Number 4 on the list of biggest contracts by
Brees
quarterbacks?
is number 4.
So it only took two years, basically, or 1 year for him to get surpassed because all these new deals. So I feel like in 2 years, Stafford will be right back down the list, I feel like.
Well, you know, when it initially came out, and I'm a Matt Stafford fan.
Yeah.
But I was like, Matt Stafford, highest paid player in NFL history, that bothers me. It's like it bothered me that Michael Conley Jr. was the highest paid player in NBA history for 3 days before LeBron re-signed with Cleveland.
Gotta love him.
But you know what? I took some time and I thought about it.
Yeah. Some shower thoughts?
Shower thoughts, listening to some sports talk, reading. I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've come around because that's what the market...
That's what it does.
That's the market price.
Keeps overlapping.
I'm an American. I like our capitalistic mindset that we have here in this country.
Wish I played quarterback, but yeah.
I'm telling you. But, like, he was the next quarterback due for a contract.
Yeah.
And he gets paid more. What has he done for Detroit? He's turned them from a shithole...
Giving them stability, I'm sure.
To a team, to a organization with a chance.
I definitely, that's a good way to put it, because it's not like they're contenders or anything, but
they have a chance.
My boss will kill me. He loves Detroit, but so
I hope he's from there.
Definitely. I don't think you're a Detroit fan unless you're from there, but Stafford's done this thing I like that I think Roethlisberger did, like career arc wise, where definitely like raw and always had the ability as younger, and as I'm not sure how old Stafford is, but he's getting if he's not 30, he's almost there.
I can look it up. We got Google.
But he's doing this thing where he's putting it all together. He's finally cut the interceptions down because he had a problem throwing picks. He had that Brett Favre mentality for a while. They definitely gave him some weapons. The offensive line's a little better, although they just they traded their first round pick from 2015 for a 5th round pick like yesterday. That's admitting your GM sucks.
Yeah, and also he hasn't had a 100-yard rusher since Reggie Bush played there.
Holy shit!
And Reggie Bush, he was born in '88, so he's He'll be 30 in February.
So basically, I think Stafford, while definitely being grossly overpaid compared to his rank in the league, he's improving. He's showed that he can stay healthy over the last couple of seasons, and he's doing that thing where, like, as a quarterback, I'm sure you probably watch 1 billion hours of film. He's starting to retain all the plays he's seen, and I feel like he's seen enough now where he knows what he's looking at.
You know what? Honestly, I think he was doing that early on. For one, he had injury issues. He's never really had a real defense. Yeah. He has not had an offense.
He had 1 year of real good defense.
And then letting Ndamukong Suh go, which is why they signed Stafford. They're like, we're not letting a franchise player leave again.
Yeah.
He hasn't had
QB over DT.
He has not had a offensive-minded head coach yet in his career. He had that bum. I can't think of his name, and now he has.
Jim Schwartz?
Jim Schwartz,
defensive coordinator.
As a head coach, he was a bum.
Yeah.
He has Caldwell now, who.
Yeah, I don't know if he's very good. I don't know.
He's decent. He got to a Super Bowl, but Peyton Manning was his quarterback. So what does that really say?
It's kind of like a LeBron, Tyronn Lue kind of deal.
We're not gonna shit on Ty Lue, but Stafford. You look at Stafford's situation.
Yeah.
He's better than the numbers show. And
he's a leader.
He's a leader.
You'll hear him in the huddle talking shit and like yelling at guys. Obviously, hopefully in an encouraging way. But dude is fiery. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a fiery leader. He airs it out, but he's gotten better since Megatron left. Like, I think Megatron was the reason behind a lot of his stunted growth, because he was like, it's Megatron. I got to feed Megatron. But with that, there brings a level of predictability to what you're going to do. And then also, you're not taking your full reads, because you know you can throw that ball in the vicinity of Megatron. There's a 60 to 70% chance he's going to go get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to blame the best receiver of my lifetime, minus Randy Moss,
and T.O. He still runs football.
Yeah, definitely. For his stunted growth, I feel like that's on Stafford, the offensive coordinator, because no matter how great Antonio Brown is, Roethlisberger's getting the ball around.
Who's older, Ben or AB?
Ben, yeah.
Who's more established, Ben or AB?
What, Brown?
Who's more established in the league, Ben or AB?
Roethlisberger, clearly.
Exactly. It's different for Stafford and Megatron. Megatron was in the league a little bit earlier.
But he's not the type of dude to bitch about catches or none of that.
We don't know that. He may not bitch to the media. But did he ever go without his catches?
No.
So like, and we saw this past year, Matt was way more accurate. He was he threw way less interceptions without Megatron.
Yeah.
So
still without a running back.
Yeah, still without a running back. So like,
not really one that looks too great at running the ball. Riddick's an alright receiving back. Abdullah is pretty tiny, but
yeah, fuck him. I drafted him in fantasy a couple years ago, and he fucked me, son of a bitch.
He killed the Chargers.
But like, that's the thing. Like, Matt Stafford is better than what his numbers show, just because he's added stability to a fucking hellhole.
But he's not as good as his contract shows.
Okay. No, he's not.
You
like,
can agree with that. But you had to do it.
I mean, if you look at the top 5 quarterback contracts, you have Matt Stafford at $27 million, Derek Carr at $24.97, which I'm totally okay with. I think he earned that last year.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck at $24.59. Fuck no, he's overrated. He had a good first 3 years. He's been injury prone. He doesn't get rid of the ball, and his GM has fucked him.
His GM definitely sucks.
Drew Brees $24.25. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Kirk Cousins $23.94 with an asterisk because he's franchise. Like, he doesn't have a long-term deal. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, Brady's getting $15 million, and everybody's like, well, Brady's only making $15 million. Brady's married to a supermodel who makes more money than he would make in football
ever.
And he's made his money already.
Yeah, and Brady also, and Brady's one of the very few QBs that purposefully takes less money, because, I mean, him and that organization are so trusting of each other that I feel like no other quarterback's going to do that.
Exactly. I mean, it's the Patriots way. Like, they've won so much, and he went from 6th-round draft pick to game manager to, oh shit, Tom Brady is good as fuck.
Best quarterback all time.
To, I don't really need to make this much money no more because my wife is bringing it in.
And not that he won't have, maybe he'll have problems later because, I mean, I'm sure he takes more hits than normal people, but like as a quarterback, he don't get popped.
He don't get touched. They make rules for Brady. The tough rule they made for Brady.
And he's very smart the way he plays.
Yeah, so like there's reasons why Brady is taking less money, and he's he has endorsement deals like a basketball player. So like.
He got weird commercials.
Yeah, he does. He's like one of the few athletes with 2 shoe deals though.
What, you got Under Armour and Uggs? Is it Uggs?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I like that shoe deal, man.
I mean, yeah, I think it's dope. But long story short, Matt Stafford actually deserves his contract because that's what the market bears. And next year, he won't be the highest paid quarterback in the league because it'll be. I think Aaron Rodgers will have 1 year left on his deal, which means they'll go ahead and restructure.
Winston's coming up on his one.
Hey, can we do a Jameis Winston segment real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you watched any? Have you watched or listened to any fucking
Hard Knocks?
Hard Knocks?
All of it. I've seen all of it.
Okay, bet. So you're more in tune with this shit than I am because I don't watch it. Like I'm just in tune to some of it because I'm a sports junkie and like I follow a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But like the clip when Buddy got hurt and the dudes on the sidelines laughing and Jameis was like, "Oh yeah, that's real funny. Our player just got hurt." And just walked off.
Yeah.
They had the I eat ass face. I really like what Jameis is becoming. Like,
I just hope he's not. I have faith that he's actually a good dude. I just hope he's not doing that for the camera because he knows cameras are on every single thing he does or says. But like, that's awesome.
if you look at Jameis though, before he got drafted, his concerns were off the field, nothing on the
He's
field.
being a goon.
They said he was a good leader on the field. He rallied the troops, all that good stuff.
But what was it? He stole crab legs. He jumped on a table and yelled "fuck her right in the pussy,"
Which was funny at the time that he said it because it was when the guy was like going behind like the news people going "fuck her right in the pussy."
Yeah, no.
But he had a pending rape charge, a sexual assault charge, which is why we had an issue with it, not the fact that he actually did. It's like, oh, you're gonna be that insensitive to like, which again to me when it happened, I was like, this man's 21. Like, what the fuck you expect with 21?
And he got off, so I mean.
Yeah, he got off. So to me, it didn't happen.
Exactly. So I think he's definitely shown he's matured the hell out of him. But if you've been watching, I picked Mike Evans today in the first round of my fantasy draft, so he better produce.
As a Falcons fan, I hope Mike Evans has a terrible season, but I don't think that he will. Like I think that was a good pick.
Yeah. Well, him and D-Jack, that's a good. Definitely a good 1-2 punch. And have you seen Gerald McCoy is not only a monster on the field, but that's a cool dude. I feel like I could hang out with Gerald McCoy.
So I haven't watched a lot of Hard Knocks, but what I've been looking at the weapons put around Jameis.
Yeah.
They always said he was a good leader on the field.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the smartest person off the field. Mm-hmm. But since like the summer before his rookie season, we haven't heard any issues about him.
No, nothing.
And he got turned away from like a club because he wasn't in dress code standards or some dumb shit. Like
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, but like since then, like what have we heard Jameis do bad?
Throw picks
and fumble.
That's the one thing he has left to get over. He's got that, which like Matt Stafford, I think with age he'll be smarter with the ball. But that's the one thing they've been harping on, and Hard Knocks especially. Dirk Cutter, their head coach, is like, you don't need to make that play. Like,
well, Dirk Cutter's a piece of shit.
Why is that?
Dirk Cutter.
He's a hard ass.
He's on his hard ass shit because he came out and like saying stuff about Jameis, pretty much saying, "Hey, we're putting the onus on Jameis. Like, if this season is a flop, it's on Jameis." Like, nah, bro. I promise you, the franchise will get rid of you before they get rid of Jameis.
Oh yeah, but you know what he's saying though. Everything they got a good enough team around him where now it's up to the quarterback to be good. You know, he's got to be consistent.
But let's be real, the NFC South may be the toughest division in the NFL this season.
I think the NFC East might. I mean, obviously we're arguing for our own divisions.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that the NFC South is, but it can possibly be the best division. Yeah. Like between the NFC South and NFC East, both wildcard teams can come out of those divisions.
And the one thing that obviously most important, what we were just talking about, every single team, if I'm not mistaken, has a quarterback, has an established, solid, if not.
Yeah, let's go like Falcons, Matt Ryan, Matty Ice MVP, baby.
Natty Ice.
You watch your mouth. You don't disrespect Matt like that. We got Drew Brees in New Orleans with Sean Payton.
Super Bowl winner.
Super Bowl winner.
Cam Newton.
MVP. And we got
Jameis, promising.
Promising raw talent. We go to the NFC East. Eli Manning. He got 2 of them things.
Yeah.
He beat Brady.
Kirk Cousins.
Played
very well last 2 seasons.
Yeah, he has damn near 9,000 yards in his last 2 seasons. Like, Kirk Cousins ain't playing.
Dak Prescott, definitely not asked to do. He's probably asked to do the least out of any quarterback in this division.
But he has the best line and the best running back.
And he did what quarterback's supposed to do. He's supposed to distribute to all your weapons, not turn the ball over. He throw a shitload of touchdown passes, and he's smart.
Yeah.
And then we got Carson Wentz, who might probably be the worst at this point. Definitely the worst, but he's got promise too.
Exactly. Like, they say Carson Wentz is supposed to be like one of the next big quarterbacks. So, like,
yeah.
And then you have a great defense up there in Philly.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
You have a great D coordinator.
Right now,
you have a great D coordinator who I called a bum earlier because he's a
bum as a head coach, but hopefully not as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah. So, there's a lot to look forward to in the NFL season.
Yeah.
But what I'm really looking forward to is when we do our NFL preview show.
Hell yeah.
That's next week. Because the NFL kicks off next Thursday.
Oh, you know it.
So I feel like we'll be watching NFL the Thursday night game, doing our preview show.
Is that the opener? What's the opener this year?
The opener's on Thursday. I don't know who it is. I'll figure it out closer to the time it happens. You know, I do my research and shit.
Let's take this time to say that like Thursday night football needs to end. I think we should end on that because it's not good.
I don't like it either. It's just.
If you've played football, I heard Brian Dawkins, one of my favorite athletes of all time, say this. He goes, football, it's about practicing between the weeks, but it's really about recovering as much as you can until the next week starts. And when you play on Sunday and you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's 3 days before we got another game.
But you know what players really like?
What?
They like the game after the Thursday night game.
But you're gonna if the league is really concerned about safety, cut that shit out.
They're not. They're about the dollar.
Have like a.
I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent? Shout out to Hove.
At least
The Rock.
Try a Friday night game. Maybe try Friday.
No, just play Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what we need to do is get ESPN out of the NFL's fucking doghouse. Start giving us some better Monday night games because the Monday night games have been shit for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, we need to give Gruden some something to work with, man.
I almost said it.
Oh man.
I almost said it.
Oh man.
Next week. Hey, it's Adam, aka Big Baby, signing off.
Smoochie Wiles coming at you.
Turn up.